man, just seeing them do good, man. Watching them evolve into just being happy and building a system that's able to help tons and tons of people. There's no price on that. You can't beat that. If I can get something like that in my life, then I'm the most successful person ever. Fuck $1 million when you can leave something that's gonna last forever.
Thursday, it's 9:40, first session. It's the last morning session we'll probably have. Tomorrow we'll just do a lighter session before we have a mock camp. The training camp's been brilliant. You know, you peel back the layers of the onion the closer you get. Everyone gets a little tired, they get a little frustrated because you put them in positions they're not comfortable with. You put them in places where they test themselves and they test their attitude, you know, and I think the training camp's been good. It's been expected. This week, it was really good for me to be able to watch the guys and see how they respond. They respond to being tired, how they respond to being in a position, what kind of attacks they're looking for. So, you know, we started on Monday and we're going to end it on Friday. And the week has literally felt like a month. You know, when you do things like this and you have all these brilliant athletes training in the room, you have to balance, you know, their egos, you have to balance the way they train, you have to balance a lot of things, you know. So working with them and talking to each and every one of them, we've had a really good streamlined communication, and each of them has had done a really, really good job at working really, really hard. I'm proud of every one of them, and we're ready for war. You know, we will fucking go, and let's see what happens. You know, if we win, if we lose, then we work from there. But I mean, there's 8 teams, right? Yeah, there's 7 people to beat. We want to beat them. Everyone on the team wants to fucking beat them. We're not their friends. We don't give a fuck. I don't care what you eat. I don't care where you sleep. I don't care where you're from. We will fucking fight and we will see what happens. We will roll fucking hard and we will roll to win. I don't care. We don't care. Because why the fuck would we come in here trying to lose? Fuck that.
How are you feeling?
Amazing, blessed, grateful. This is exhausting, but it's good.
Very confident, very confident. I mean, we had, at one time we had 1 wild card, another time we had 2 wild cards. You see that we have an in-house team. The in-house team is not because we're like here to feel good about it and give people an opportunity. We're not here to do something to make ourselves look good for $1 million. We're obviously here to put together the best team we can to win this thing, and I think we definitely can win this tournament. I don't think it's uncommon for us to be viewed as an underdog necessarily, because people are going to see the popular teams and the popular people and the people that have a large following or have more decorated resumes, and they're just naturally gonna think of them as the favorites. I think people don't pay attention to a lot of things like team. I think people don't pay a lot of attention to things like, you know, the difference between a second place guy or a third place guy and a first place guy is minimal. And bringing in the fact that we're supported by our coach, our true, real coach, that we're around our friends, that we're around our training partners who are also beside us in battle, that's going to make us a very live underdog. Now, when we say underdog, obviously people, you know, the general public, the people who kind of, for the, you know, better part of it, have their heads up their ass as far as like knowing anything. Yeah, they're obviously going to look at the bigger team names and the ones with the bigger followings and the ones with a couple more titles as looking at them as the favorites, you know. But so do I take offense to it? Not necessarily. I think it's natural to look at a team of dudes from America, no wild cards, no special drafts or anything like that. It's easy to look at a team like that and say like, oh, they're probably not going to win. But you know, that's kind of where we function our best. That's where Michael Pixley went and shocked the world at ADCC. That's where I went out and did really well in an absolute that people thought I had no chance of doing. And I've had many performances like that over my life. And I think if you bring everybody in here and talk to them about times that they kind of outdid themselves or they silenced the haters, they all have stories about it. You know, Jacob Couch on plenty of Who's Number One in Flow grappling cards. So I think we all have experience with it. I think we all know how to handle it. And I think it's not new for us. So I think it's something that we'll be able to navigate really well.
Preparing for $1 million is surreal. You know, I talked to my family last night on the phone in Australia, and I come from a very poor background. You know, there's 20 people that live in a house that I was just talking to. You know, I told them that I was going to have a baby and that I was fighting for $1 million tournament. It's ridiculous. You know, they think I'm crazy. They think I'm in America on drugs or something. You know, but it's real and it's true. You know, and I think it's funny because you talk to the guys and you do want to make it real, because it's not. I don't want it to be something that passes us by and us not make the most of it. You know, and I think sometimes when you haven't either had a taste of a big match or a taste of a big tournament, I mean, all of these things are very new. This landscape is different for us, but I think in order for us to win it, we have to do the same thing we've always done anyway. You know, so winning $1 million, man, for all of us would be absolutely unbelievable. And fighting for that is just, I can't believe it. You know, in 2016 when I kind of first started professional jiu-jitsu and I wanted to do this, there is absolutely no way I could fathom where jiu-jitsu is today, you know, and I can't imagine where we are in the future to this. And for Craig and the team behind him to put the money together to give to athletes and also, I mean, also pay them even to have that opportunity, you know, as well, to show up on game day. So you can expect what we show every day. We show up every single day, we fucking put in the work, and we show to you what kind of people we are. It only takes a few moments to reach the greatness, you know, in your life. I think that there's plenty of talented people in this tournament. I think that everyone on our team is talented, but the difference is that we are ready for the adversity. So if you're watching, and every single person, no matter what the fuck you're going through, no matter what fucking questions you ask yourself about whether you should train harder, whether you should want to work harder, whether you should chase this dream, chase that dream, watch us. We'll show you that it's okay to do it. We'll show you that it's okay to take the chance. Okay, you have to, you must.
I think that they finally know now, after that film was released, that they belong. They finally feel and understand, like what I've been telling them. They belong. They're the best. And everyone's going to see that soon. After the film came out, you know, people started sending all kinds of things, you know. There were a lot of top-level jiu-jitsu guys, like Roberto Jimenez. His mom and dad constantly sent stuff to the gym, you know. Craig Jones sent gift cards for the guys to go out and eat. It's heartwarming to know that so many people like cared and like sent stuff and really thought about the boys, because you know it was a time of need too.
August 30, 31st, CJI 2 is back, 5-on-5 quintet style tournament, 66 through over 99 kilo weight classes. It's setting us up for some of the greatest matches, some of the biggest upsets in jiu-jitsu history. So everybody can check this out for free on YouTube, buy tickets to see it live, and hope to see everybody there.
For me personally, you know, I've been thinking about how I was going to spend the money. You know, we did win, and I think Mountain Dew ships wholesale at a discount, so probably a few crates of 24 packs. I think I hope tin prices drop a little bit. They're getting a little high, so I hope, you know, bankruptcy there doesn't come about. But it's been really good, man.
Hey, today's my favorite day of training, bro. He's giving him a cut of the purse from CJI, bro. I know it. That's why he's doing the front headlock. It's fucking crazy. What people will do, man. What people will do for a fucking, you know?
What's up? Yeah. How many moves? You look like a 20 milligram guy.
I am. So I do about 4, 5, 6.
Upper deckies?
All around, you know, spread the love.
Mom, I'm on TV.